It's Week 11 of the National Football League.
And we'll see the bruiser A.J. Dillon.
He should be a busy man out of the backfield. It's the Cowboys and the Raiders, and it's coming up next.
It's a stadium so big, you can easily spot it flying into Dallas-Fort Worth for a game. This is AT&T Stadium here in Arlington. Welcome to another entertaining matchup, folks. Kate Scott, Brock Ewart on the call in this one. And Brock, got a couple of running backs down on the field who can really take over their offenses when they get in the groove.
And I think that's going to be the ultimate goal of both of these offenses, right? I mean, there's just no confusion about it. They want to get their bell cow in that groove and get them going. Find that rhythm where they're ripping off chunk yardage, run after run, and then just keep on feeding that beast. In a game like this, whichever offense can get that rhythm and run game going first,
ball teed up, Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And off we go from Dallas. Trey Tucker to return it. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So out head the Raiders for their first possession. They'll be led out by this promising young signal caller, already a starter in his first season out of Ole Miss.
and you wonder, as he's about to take his first snap today, yeah, he took care of the football last week, Kate. That was great, no interceptions. But just the one touchdown. Be curious if he cranks up that aggressive knob today.
Throwing to start this game. He's taking a shot on his first play. And what a way to get this one started, but his deep shot falls incomplete. Well, as we see the names populating this injury report, partner, we recognize they've had to do some adjusting over the course of the season as key contributors have gone down.
And this, right here, this is where fan favorites and surprise superstars are born, Kate. From guys having to step in as a result of these injuries. You never root for players to miss time and go down, but you'll always root for the guys filling in, who are getting their shot to make their name and contribute when it really matters.
1st and 10 from the 41. Looking to the air here. Escapes the pocket. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Now movement as somebody goes early, and for the first time today, we're going to hear from our officials. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. They'll run here following the penalty.
I got to really rack my brain, Kate, to remember a play, a run in this league that nice that doesn't end up getting an offensive first down. He did all he could to will this drive forward.
To the air, 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. Now the Raiders readying for the punt, and they'll turn to former All-Pro A.J. Cole for the kick. He calls for the fair catch and has it at the 22-yard line. So here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. Bringing them out is a Mississippi State 4th-round pick in 2016 who's found considerable success in this league, Dak Prescott.
A bit of an uneventful outing individually last week, Kate. A touchdown and a pick for him, but the lasting memory, well, there's no question about it. Walking off that field with the loss, that stings. No doubt he feels he could have done more to prevent that result.
Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And it's a turnover. The defense has it. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Did not want to start like that. They get their shot to show what they can do, and they cough it up immediately, and they're off the field in one play.
Did you see what I saw there, Kate?
Yeah.
I think I saw the excitement leave their body as somebody else was on top of that fun ball. If you're the type to believe in omens, well, this is a very worrying start to this game.
A chance to pay off their defense's effort as they start out 1st and goal. It's White on the give. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So they catch the illegal block in the back, Brock, and that's rare that we see the clipping call. It's a dangerous play. It's rightfully going to back up this offense. Warren running between the tackles. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard. Still a good bit of work to do here, Brock, as they come up on it 2nd and goal. Again, the give to Warren. And he has this one down to the 8-yard line. And it looks like 9 yards on that pickup, and this sets up 3rd and goal. Now they'll throw out of the gun. He brings it in. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain.
You get to that money down, that 3rd down, you look to your money players, and this tight end is capable of it. Let's give some credit to the defense right there. Did an amazing job not only sticking to him, but bringing him down before he can move the chains. I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give him the lead.
Free up the middle. It's a breakaway. There it is. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys finish off their opening drive. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
That one splits the uprights. And the Cowboys take a 4-point lead. After watching one kick get taken back, partner, let's see how well they can replicate it as this one's away. Tucker now on the return. He's got a lane up past the 30. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. The Vegas offense getting set for another drive now. 1st and 10, they're going to throw. He's on the move. He can run it.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
From the 37. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Back now, pressure on its way. He's got the hook up to Adams. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
And he has enough room to gain about 4. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. Second and 6 coming up here. From the 34. Flushed out of the pocket. Now he takes it, and he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
Now there's the flag. Looks like the jump came from the left side of the line.
Ball start.
There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. Play action on first down. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. He'll throw it. Throwing left side, Bowers has it. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball. So many coaches love third downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these third downs.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point. Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. Short kick gathered in at the 15. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. The Cowboys and quarterback Dak Prescott ready to get back to work. And he's been somebody who can get the scoring done with his legs just as much as his arm. You can see he's top 5 for touchdowns among NFL QBs. Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. On the move, headed right. He's on the move. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. They'll run it. This is A.J. Dillon. And this one doesn't go far. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll go again with Dillon. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down. Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. Here's Dak. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete, 4th down coming up.
I think that time the defense was thinking a run play was going to come at him, right? Actually, most of us probably thought that was the right call. Still, wasn't a problem for them to adapt and get into coverage and force now a 4th down.
He finds him beyond the marker. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Oh, so close to getting off the field. But the 4th down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. But now they're going to have to buckle down and force another 4th down. Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
That's 16 on the pickup. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Dillon, a first down carry. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
And 10 at the 19-yard line.
From the gun is Prescott. This finds Cooks, complete. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Dak now from the gun. Buys time, rolling right. He'll make a bid for it up. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Cowboys take a 7-point lead in the first. It's a Dak Prescott touchdown. Wow, great work there by the quarterback. The play broke down, didn't really have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise, and in the end, Brock, the best call he could have made.
Yeah, and you can do it in different ways in today's NFL, right? The Tom Brady's just recently retired. He did it with his brain. He did it with his mind, but you've got to be able to improvise, as you said. You got to be able to create when a play breaks down, and when you can put 6 on the board, man, does that infuse your offensive group with confidence.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Tucker now on the return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. Now the Raider offense headed back to the field. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. They'll start on the ground here with Warren. They'll have him gain about a handful there. Malik Hooker with the tackle. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Back to throw. This one falls incomplete.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. That's caught for the first. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's a Vegas first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
To throw it on first down. He'll get this one to Adams. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. We get a break in the action as trainers come out for an injured player. It's Devontae Adams who's shaken up after that one. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Still sticking with the passing game. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete. Tried getting that one to Brock Bowers. So it'll be 2nd down. Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. On 2nd down, Warren. And they take him down after just a small gain on the final play of the first. So before they can set up for another play, we've hit the end of the first quarter. Neither side separating much so far. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Time now for the 2nd quarter. Raiders in possession. They've been moving it well, but face a 3rd down here. Look, pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Okay, it's pretty clear, isn't it? It's this constant pressure that this defense has imposed on this offense to keep them out of rhythm and build up this lead. This offense is not going to author a comeback if this quarterback continues to run for his life. Give him the first half trifecta. He's 3 for 3 on field goals. And as much as they'd like 6 points to end drives, not 3, they can at least be happy they're getting consistent looks inside field goal range, and he's delivering.
Return starts from the 16. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. The Cowboys offense now headed back to the field. They come in on a little 2-game skid, Brock, but in control of this one so far. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Working from the pistol, Prescott. Escapes the pocket. He tucks it and takes off.
Holding offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty, and now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. That's going to be caught by Cooks. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. All right, here we go. Second down.
Brings up second down at the 30-yard line.
Prescott here from the gun. Escapes a defender. And that will not be enough for a first down.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. First down, here's Dak. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
That one's incomplete over the middle.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
He's running for it. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
And he gets it down to the 13-yard line. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3 at the 13-yard
To throw, Prescott. Fires right away, but incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Now Dak to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that makes it second and goal.
Leads to second and goal.
A toss play to Dillon. And this is brought to a halt pretty early at about the 8. Just 1 yard on the gain, so now it's going to be third and goal from the 8.
It's now third and goal.
Dak to the air here. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Looked like a bit of a concentration drop on that one. And that forces them to fourth and goal.
Aubrey on for the Cowboys field goal. A 25-yard attempt.
Gay's kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game.
Well, that's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. After that return, he's looking pretty banged up out there. We're going to have a stoppage as team personnel comes out to look at him. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Warren. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
On second down, Warren gets it again. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. It was Tyrell Johnson with the tackle. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Looking for a throw here. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
And that fair catch corralled just beyond the 25-yard line. So no return on that punt. And the Cowboys will get set to go on offense. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now begin the drive with Dillon. And they had that one contained right at the line. Tackle made on the play by Dietrich Wise. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. An early jump and the flags come in. I think this is going to go against the defense.
Encroachment, defense.
He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early.
Still 2nd down.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Running it after the penalty. He'll drive it forward, but won't get beyond the line. Tackle made on the play by Dietrich Wise. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd down and 5.
Back to throw. Here's Dak. Rolling left, buying some time. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the 1st down.
Shotgun give now to Dillon. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Following the play, a pause as the medical team's out for an injured man. And this is someone who's used to dishing out the punishment to opponents. That's A.J. Dillon shaken up. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Dak out of the pistol. He's on the move. Stepping up, and he's going to run. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain. 2nd and 3 now.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 36-yard line.
From the 36. This one caught by C.D. Lamb. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Play action, Prescott. Couldn't bring it in over the middle, incomplete.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Ferguson's got it, complete.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Gay's kick is good. And it's now a 2-possession game as the lead grows to 11.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Tucker now on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Raiders have their offense back out there. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Back to throw on 1st and 10. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. He made taking away that quick slant look easy there, Brock, even in zone coverage.
Yeah, it is not an easy route to stop, and you have to have tremendous eyes. I talked to you, Kate, and everybody about anticipation as a quarterback. It's the same thing for a cornerback in zone. Anticipated that route. It's Johnny on the spot. So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
And he stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about.
Holding. Offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Throwing on 3rd and long. Bails out of the pocket quick. Oh, he's going to run for it. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Raiders first.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Pass play on 1st and 10. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
3 yards to pick up that time, and we have reached the 2-minute warning. And the Cowboys bringing on an extra DB here. 3rd down coming. Now looking to throw. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Raiders moving quickly, trying to get set as the clock continues to run. That one's on the mark. Jacoby Myers. It's a gain of 22. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
First and 10, looking to throw. Complete here to Bowers. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And this will be a Las Vegas touchdown. The Raiders make it a 1-score game before halftime. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Returning in from the 16. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Cowboys taking over on offense. Not much time left before halftime. And backed up this deep in their own territory, probably content to just take that lead into the locker room. Escapes the pocket. He gets a little something out of it before sliding to a stop. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the gun is Prescott. Finds him over the middle. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. 1st and 10 from the 41. Dak now from the gun. Taking a deep shot here. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Throwing again is Dak. Throwing quickly, but it's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Another throw for Prescott. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
And there was nobody down there to get it. Punt hit at the 7, but continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. And he gets it forward to steal about a yard out of that. Tackle made by Trayvon Diggs. Just a yard on the run, and we've reached the end of our first half. So we've hit the end of 2. The Cowboys fighting to the halftime lead here in Dallas. Now we'll send you east to our studios in Orlando. That's where Jonathan Coachman is waiting to bring you the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got for us?
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll begin up in the Still City, Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh. Where was the home team who were able to hold serve and get a victory in their stadium? Justin Fields, strong in the win, as his guys run their record to 8-2 with the W. From there, we move to H-Town to check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars. C.J. Stroud, sharp in the victory, as his guys get back within a game of 500. Finally, we're off to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Tennessee Titans. Will Levis, strong in the win, as his guys run their record to 8-2 with the W. Both of these offenses had their share of high points in that first half. Each team had some big moments, and it would seem this could turn out to be a game where the last score wins.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter. This taken from the 12. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. Dallas with its offense headed out for our first possession of the half. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. They'll start this series with an option left. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
When they drop these plays for the quarterback, these are the type of results they're expecting, Kate. Something that could tear a hole in the defense, move the chains, and just as importantly, and maybe most importantly, put a seed of doubt and thought into that defensive mind that the QB can run at any time.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So they catch the illegal block in the back, Brock, and that's rare that we see the clipping call. It's a dangerous play. It's rightfully going to back up this offense. They'll run here following the penalty. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. Offense to the line for second down. First throw for the backup now. It's caught, Ferguson. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing from the gun here. He throws a bullet deep to the wide open, downfield, got it! And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Big play got him to the doorstep, Brock. 4 more yards now in goal to go. First down from the red zone. Looking touchdown, but can't connect. Thought he had a touchdown there. It's 2nd and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And for the moment, that's going to be a touchdown. Whether it will stand, though, well, that depends on the call on this flag.
Holding. Offense.
Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Throwing now from the gun. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Trying to get that one to CeeDee Lamb. And that brings up 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Back now, pressure on its way. Dialing up a receiver screen. And he's brought down for a loss.
Complete to number 85.
I'll tell you, that is a humbling moment to see a completed 3rd down pass actually go backwards instead of towards the sticks.
Gay's kick is good. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
So many of these players on the field, Kate, they just strive for consistency, but not the kickers. They strive for perfection, and so far, he's just that.
Tucker now on the return. Man, he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Raiders and Jalen Warren headed back out there offensively. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. A run from Warren here to start the 3rd. And defenders are there to get him at the line. Joe Tryon-Shoyinka gets there to take him down. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
At the 28-yard line.
They'll go again with Warren. He'll work it a couple of yards past the line. Brought down by Deron Bland. Just a couple on the pickup there, so back-to-back runs leave him with a 3rd and 8. Off the play fake, he'll throw. And down he goes. The Cowboy defense gets it done. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
Las Vegas sends out the punt team. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he makes the fair catch inside the 45. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And it's going to be their football coming up. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense.
Holding offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Pass play coming here. Dumps it off to his running back. And he crosses out of bounds, so now we're going to learn who the penalty flag is on.
Holding offense.
So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Pass play now. Nice work by the back here. Playing safety valve, complete. And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond, it looks like the 30. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception and just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, well, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. Fields this at the 19. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up, past their own 30. Time for the Raiders offense to hit the field. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. They'll cobble together a yard there. The tackle made by Mozzie Smith. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Raiders first.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Early movement along the right side. The flag comes out.
Ball start.
There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. Trying an inside give to Warren. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Back to throw now. He gets this one to Myers. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Setting up a throw. He's on the move. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
You know, one thing I noticed, Kate, coaching youth football, everybody wants their kid to play quarterback. That is, until they get knocked to the mat. And that's now 5 sacks in this game, let alone the number of times the quarterback's been flushed as well. Not everybody is built to play quarterback.
The Raiders bringing out the punting unit. It'll be A.J. Cole doing the honors. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Another drive coming up for this Dallas offensive unit. They'll come out throwing. Pressure comes, and he's taken down. The Raiders got him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
We've got enough data now through the years to understand that an explosive play on offense, more often than not, leads to scoring. We also know if you can create a negative play defensively. In a tightly contested game like this, every play matters. And to get that negative play, put this offense on their heels, exactly what this defense needed.
Trying again following the sack. Ferguson there to bring it in. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Flag down. This could be a free opportunity for the offense. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about.
Offside. Defense.
Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him.
Still 3rd down.
The penalty makes it 3rd and 8 here. He's going to throw this one. Escapes the... Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery. Well, they scrambled back on top of the fumble. They lose a ton, though, and now they've got 4th down coming up.
Yeah, recovering it really only brought you one more play. But with how much they lost on that play, well, here come the special teams. And now, well, now they got to be special.
Dallas sends its punting unit onto the field. And he's going to effort this from his own goal line. He's been hitting it well so far. This is another big one. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Thought he had a chance to block it, but he ends up wiping out the kicker instead, and that's going to award their offense a first down.
Automatic first down.
This drive should have been over, partner, but running into the punter gives him new life and this first down. Hauled in left side. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
11 more yards. That's another Cowboys first down.
They'll try and throw it here. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down.
On the deep ball. Defended by DeCamerion Richardson.
He's dropping back to throw. Catch made by Cooks. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Tracked down by Robert Spillane. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Some movement there before the snap. Right side of the line. This is going to back them up.
Ball start. Offense.
There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. Here he is on 3rd and long. Dump off caught by his back. And he's brought down at the line.
That's how you draw it up defensively. That's exactly what you want the coverage to do. Force that quarterback to throw it short and get off the field.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And he calls for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 14-yard line. Out comes Las Vegas on offense. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. That was Micah Parsons making that play. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. They'll throw it. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Donovan Wilson picks it off. And the Cowboys will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away, just as they did.
That one doesn't find its man. Incomplete.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
And defenders continue to swarm over to get him at the line. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on 3rd down. Here's a throw. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
Well, when we start discussing who their most dependable scorer is in this game, I don't think it's one of these skill guys, not even the quarterback, who comes to my mind first. I'm going to bring up this kicker. He's now a perfect 4 for 4 on field goals and contributing big time to this lead.
And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. Their offense ready to take the field now. And you know that interception is in the back of their minds as they head back out there now. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Warren running between the tackles. And that hit stops him in his tracks. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They're throwing it. He's on the move. He's going to keep it this time. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle. We'll see what they come up with for third down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's Raiders football, and they'll get to work, coming into the quarter trailing. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Dropping back to throw. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up. On now comes their punter. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. And a fair catch made without incident, just inside the 25. No return on that punt. And they're going to take over possession. Play action on 1st down. Oh, stiff arm. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
They'll run now on 2nd down. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Holding. Offense.
Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. 2nd and 15. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22. And it's a nickel look by the Raiders. 3rd down coming up. He'll look to throw. Out to his wideout, it's a screen. And a nice gain here, but it's stopped short of the 1st.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Takes this in at the 25. And he's brought down before the return gets far. And that punt gets up to 59 yards. And it'll be Raider football. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Back to throw. This ball's cut by Bowers. Second down now, 7 to go. Looking to the air here. Completed over the middle. They'll touch him down a couple of yards away from that marker. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag.
Ball start. Offense.
So the penalty is going to back them up 5, and in all likelihood, they need to come up with a new play call for 3rd down. Third and long for him here. Rolling out to his left. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. Their punter making his way out now. And this is the 5th time he's been called upon today. And he's calling for a fair catch, which is made at the 33-yard line. So no return on that punt. And the Cowboys will get set to go on offense. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he has him a small chunk of yards up to the 42. A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have 3rd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
They give it to him again. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. They get 6 and a first down as well.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further. I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
Ferguson's got it, complete. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Throwing from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it. Those 3 points could go a long way to securing this W. Makes it a lot more comfortable knowing the other side's got to score a couple touchdowns now. A touchdown to field goal's not going to get it done anymore.
Tucker now on the return. This return makes it up to the 25. This offense ready to get going again now. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here with Warren. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
From the 35 on 2nd down. It's caught, Warren. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. New set of downs for him from the 46. Warren here from the gun. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. From the 48. Gets this to Jaxson. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Oh, looks like the defense got a little too excited there, and that's going to be a penalty.
Encroachment, defense.
Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage.
Still 1st down.
Encroachment on that previous play, and that makes this a much shorter 1st and 5. He'll throw it. Complete. It's Myers. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. So after that completion, we've got a player in some visible discomfort. And here come the trainers to get him some help. All right, I'll set up now. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Escapes the pocket. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. Oh, the football's loose. Oh, and they pick it up. Time to push for that marker. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock. But now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice. But kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. They'll run with Warren. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, and instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties, to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
Offense going for it here. 4th and 5. Need a conversion. They're throwing for it. Escape. No place to go. They get him to the turf and force a turnover on downs. Now this is the dreaded sight anytime there's a sack. He's hurting after taking that hit, and they're going to get out there to check on him. They've got first down from the 31. Airing it out to start this drive. And oh, he missed over the middle there. Lucky that one didn't end up worse. That's swatted away, incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he found some running room for a nice gain. A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have 3rd and 2.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Looking for a throw here. It's caught, Ferguson. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out. He manages a gain of 8 there. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Well, a tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. They'll run here from the gun. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at their 48-yard line.
Well, it looks like the defense jumps just before the snap there.
Encroachment defense.
So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards.
Still 2nd down.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Running it after the penalty. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 2 yards there on the carry. They're going to need another 2 now on 3rd down.
3rd and 2.
Ooh, the hard count worked. Somebody jumped. I think this is going to give them the first.
Encroachment defense.
Well, it's not a long walk to the new spot, but it is a disappointing one to make. Instead of 3rd down, they're now defending 1st and 10. So after the penalty yardage marked off, here's 1st and 10. Another carry for him. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
He's brought down at the 31.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Dallas. Cowboys nearing their 6th win this season. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Back to the well again. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. So after the 2-minute warning, another stoppage here. The defense is calling time. 1:55 to go. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Back-to-back carries here. And he's stopped out at the 16 after a small gain. And right away we get a timeout from the defense. 1:51 to go. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. They're running the option, short side. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Now the Raiders using the last of their timeouts. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. He goes to a knee as time winds down in this one.
This is situational football at its best. There's still some time left to bleed off the clock, but the really important thing here is you've got to bleed every second of that clock that you can.
They'll send him up the middle. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
They drop to a knee, and what little time we have left here is going to tick down. So 4th down brings out Brandon Aubrey to try for the Cowboys field goal. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Gay's kick is good, and that'll give him a 16-point advantage.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game and really leaves only 1 remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it, and we know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
One final shot here. Trying to push it deep downfield. And that last pass falls incomplete as this game comes to a close. So it's a win for the Cowboys. And just a week after being soundly defeated, they're back out there playing a much better brand of football. Short memories prevail, Brock, as they move past that loss and get back to some winning football. So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Cowboys are winners as we say so long from Dallas.